Okay, so now we're getting back to the dreary, sort of cloudy, foggy, depressing looking Monday. Yep, it's one of those days again. Happy Monday, everybody. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's that bad. I mean, it's pretty, pretty meh, I guess. I mean, it's not even meh, because I honestly don't think it's really that bad of a day. Just, again, this entire week is going to be, like, relatively uneventful, so why would I, argue with that? I mean, honestly, having an uneventful week can be a pretty good thing. It can be. I mean, you can't really, sometimes just need a break from all the excitement, as well as some extra sleep, apparently. Yeah, it was weird. Maybe I'm still, like, riding the aftermath of watching Casino on Saturday night, because, like, I'm still really, I ended up sleeping in later than I normally would, in order to get ready to, work out and do the stuff that I normally do. Although, that's not, that happens to everybody all the time. I mean, believe it or not, it happened all the time back at Trinity Polling. Yeah, it was funny, because to this day, I can remember, like, laying on the top bunk in my room, in my dorm room at Trinity Polling. I have the top bunk, you see. And I remember looking to, from your point of view, it's going to be to your right, but I'm looking at my left right now. Like looking to my left, and literally every single night I was in bed, it was like at 10 o'clock. Like, I can't recall, like, not 10:01, not 9, like, seriously 10 o'clock, and I did not even mean for that to happen. Like, only rarely was I ever, like, not in bed at 10, and if I wasn't in bed, I was, like, in my room. I think the one time I was out of my room at 10 was, like, the night before graduation, but, that was, I mean, again, I jokingly say that, the night before graduation was the most important night of our lives. I'm actually being serious. If you got caught doing anything like if you had alcohol or like drugs or you're caught like vandalized, stuff like that on campus, like the night before graduation, they will not let you graduate. They don't. So, in fact, they actually harped on that like the entire year. It was unbelievable. So, basically the point, it was funny. Like, the day before graduation, all of the seniors gathered in the chapel, because that's usually where like classes have their meetings in the chapel. Oh, the seniors had their weekly senior meeting in the chapel. I think one of the classes had like their sort of meeting in like the Cluett Library. One actually, I don't think that any of them were in the cave. They shouldn't have been. One was, there was definitely one, like, in the Dan building, probably where, in the, sort of, what's that, like a meeting room that the Dan building had, where it was, like, one of those giant, like, college class-looking rooms. That was probably another, senior class sort of thing. Or not senior, it was, like, maybe the sophomore, I don't know. But, anyway, it was, like the day before graduation would have been, it was actually a Saturday, because, Memorial Day, because it was Memorial Day weekend. And we, were in the chapel, and, the headmaster's talking to us, talking about, don't do anything, silly and then just because it was sort of a thing that everyone was saying the entire year, I just blew it out saying, "Don't be that guy." And then the headmaster's like, "Yes, don't be that guy." And someone being really cheeky in the back was like, "Cutler, you're that guy." I'm like, "What did I do?" I didn't do anything though. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was being very, like, I didn't do anything wrong. This day I still remember what I did. that evening. I was actually in a Johnson dormitory in this really sweet room where it was. Here's the thing, it was a single and it belonged to one of my friends, but it was a single, but it was like the size of a double. So automatically, this room was probably the best room on campus, or one of them. Yeah, I think like there was the only room that might have been like better would have been like a triple, I guess. And there were a few triples on campus. I mean, I'd only been like, I actually seen what a triple looks like. It was actually like really cool. I think the way a triple was set up was like a bunk bed and like one regular bed, I think. I don't know. But this room that I was in the night before graduation was it was a single, but it was the size of a double. So again, that was awesome. And this was around the time that I believe Mortal Kombat vs. DC came out. So a bunch of us are playing that, and then for whatever reason we stopped and started watching The Count of Monte Cristo. And by that point, it was getting so late that, you know, I started sort of dozing off. So when it gets to the point where you're dozing off and then someone hits you in a certain area in order to wake you up, that should be a sign that you should probably leave. So, you know, I did. Walked back to Dunbar Dormitory, which is, you know, where my dorm was. And I see both of the head dorm parents who are members of the 16 of the right. And, you know, they're sitting outside surveying the area, you know, making sure that, you know, no one's doing anything silly or crazy. I mean, there were people like walking around and stuff like that, but nothing like too serious. So I went to bed at like probably 11:30, midnight, whatever. You know, woke up and got ready to take my stuff out of my room and got ready for graduation. And yeah, it was a pretty fun evening, actually. You know, this was actually a really cool thing that we did. And I know I said this story already, but see, when you're on the campus of Trinity Pauling, you obviously can't do anything. You can't smoke in public, you can't drink, you can't do anything, right? Fun fact about that is you can't do that until after you get your diploma. So what a bunch of the guys ended up doing is it's a tradition where after you receive your diploma, you can actually smoke a cigar. What are they going to do? It's your high school diploma. They can't take it away from you now, can they? So, yeah. I mean, I'm a health nut, so I didn't really, you know, partake in that. But, you know, I could have. You know, the point is that the option was there, I think. I mean, looking back on it, I still don't think I would have actually smoked a cigar. I probably would have, you know, given it to somebody else. But I'm still really glad I got to, you know, have that option, because that's something that a lot of people do take for granted. Like, you know, you go through 4 years of high school. Well, for me it was 5, because again, Trinity Pauling was a PG year. And you get your diploma and they say like no one can take it away from you. That's actually true. I mean, you have like a bunch of people who witness you, you know, walking down that aisle, I guess, you know, waiting in line, receiving your diploma. You know, you shake, you know, either the principal or the headmaster's hand or whatever, and, you know, it was fun. You know, it was great. It's exactly what you gotta do. Anyway, after I graduated, I said goodbye to a few people. Again, I really wanted to get off of campus because I really wanted to get to Cuca Lake that weekend, which we did, and it was awesome. But before we headed back, believe it or not, near Trinity Pauling, there's actually a KFC. So we went to KFC. It was great. Definitely like something you want to have after graduation. I mean, actually, yeah, you really can't go wrong with KFC. One of the channels I'm subscribed to on YouTube is a watchmojo.com, and a while ago they did like a top 10 like chicken places, or like, chains where you can get like, good fried chicken or really chicken dishes in general. No cane. The top three were KFC, Chick-fil-A, and Popeyes, which I love all three of those places, so that's awesome. There are other places on that list as well. Churches, that was one. I think that one Filipino chain, Jollibee's, I think that might have been on that list too. But yeah, you know what? I've only seen a Church's Chicken once in New York City, and that was because a bunch of us who signed up for it went to see a Broadway show. That was like once a month. If you're a Trinity Pauling and you sign up for it, they every once a month on a Thursday night, we go to New York City and watch a Broadway show. I actually saw a lot of really good shows. Saw the Fantastics. I saw the 39 Steps. I saw In the Heights back when Lin-Manuel Miranda was before Lin-Manuel Miranda was Lin-Manuel Miranda. Okay, I saw In the Heights then, which I was saying right now, In the Heights is probably my all-time favorite Broadway show. And what else did I see? Oh, you know what? To those of you who were with me at Horseheads throughout my 4 years, specifically the seniors I graduated with, I actually saw Guys and Dolls on Broadway. This is important because my freshman year for the spring spring play, we did Guys and Dolls. And so, it brought back so many great memories. It was a really good, really good performance. I actually saw West Side Story too. So, yeah. Now I know where the, that comes from, or whatever. I can't really dance. I can sing okay. I can act okay. So, that's fun, right? Yeah. Actually got a lot of good memories of Trinity Pauling. I know technically I really wouldn't call this a TV Tales necessarily, because this is all stuff I have said before. But maybe it's because of the fact that, as of recently, some students have already arrived on campus just in preparation for fall sports, particularly football, which, if I'm not mistaken, two-a-days for Horseheads should be starting this week. For Horseheads, Corning, Elmira, all those places, for football anyway. It should probably be starting this week. Or maybe next week. I don't know. 2 weeks of two-a-days. And, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a couple weeks. Maybe it's a few weeks from now. And I know it's soon. And then, before you know it, school starts. Which, there actually is a video I have been preparing for to get ready to discuss. I technically talked about it a year ago, but, it's the sort of video that, does bear, to talk about again, just because of the time of year and stuff. But again, it's still a little too early for me to, discuss what it is. But, yeah. Although, speaking of memories, this is actually, senior year and, before Trinity Pauling, this is around the time when I really started getting back into the Pokemon games again. This is when Generation 4 came out. This would have been Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And so I bring it up because the Pokemon they talked about in Full Swipe Gaming is actually one that's pretty popular. And I have to admit, I really like it too. But again, I'll be putting a link in the description up top or below, whatever social media platform you're going to be watching this on. And on that note, I should probably get my day started myself. Favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms. Be sure to turn on the notifications on YouTube. I am humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch. Enjoy for today. I am hoping you all have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, friends, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices.